Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My 25m, girlfriend 22m keeps hanging out and talking to a guy who is hitting on her. New, I'm on mobile, so sorry for formatting. Quick info, we all used to work at the same place. I don't work there anymore. We have been together for 3 years and live together. This guy at work has been hitting on my girlfriend and I am 100% sure of it. I have proof. He also tried getting with someone else before her even though he has a girlfriend. I had a talk with my GF a while back asking her about it to make sure there was nothing going on. She assured me there wasn't. Since then I've found out they bring each other Starbucks drinks to work. She has his messages on silent and deletes them so I don't notice anything, but I do. I've caught them going to the store after work, which she wouldn't tell me otherwise. They would park next to each other literally every day at work, talk all the time at work, and more like that. I had a second talk with her on how I don't like that, especially knowing she's not the first girl he's hit on, so I told her to make sure to cut it out and not to hang out with him anymore or get him drinks and all that. I don't mind her having guy friends and everything, but not like this when there is obvious flirtation going on. Even after those 2 talks I found out she is still lying and going behind my back to hang out with him. I'm sure she's not cheating, but how can I trust her like this? What do you guys advise on how to move forward with this? Thanks. TLDR, girlfriend is hiding that she is hanging out and talking to a guy even after I have talked to her about it. Lying and going behind your back, after you've already discussed it, bothers you. Just move on, bro, you don't need any of that. Or before they end up together and that ends up hurting you even more. She is having an emotional affair with this guy. So yes, I would say she is cheating. And when they are in such proximity to each other, a physical affair is very easy to fall into. He's not hitting on her. They are flirting with each other. She's entertaining him past what most would consider acceptable in a relationship and sneaking around with him. I'd say it's time for an ultimatum, but that's not going to do you any good here, so cut your losses. She's disrespecting you and the relationship. Time to move on. What do you mean by he's hitting on her? The way you described the situation, I really can't say if you're a bit possessive/insecure and you're the problem or their relationship is inappropriate. In any case, it has gone too far if she's hiding texts from you and going behind your back. You need to have a serious talk with her. Either she sets a boundary with you or with him. If she decides she wants to keep the friendship, then up to you to decide if you trust her enough to stay. Just found out that my 26m, girlfriend 22m, of 4 years is cheating on me. Need advice on what to do financially with our apartment. Advice: I'm on mobile, so sorry for formatting. Quick background, we have been dating for almost 4 years and honestly never thought she would do this from everything I know about her. But I've has some suspicions about this one guy she works with for about a year now. I started going through her phone and there was nothing concrete, but it was obvious he was flirting with her, and I just heard some stuff and noticed some other stuff. I talked to her about him twice and both times she assured me there was nothing going on. We live together and she has no car and I have too, so I just let her use mine so she doesn't have to spend money on a new one for now. Well, I put a hidden camera and caught them kissing in my car. Emotionally I'm fine since I was expecting it from what I have seen in their texts, but want to see what I should do to move forward. Currently we have a lease on an apartment, but it says we can terminate early by giving a 60-day notice and pay about $2,500, which it's worth it to me. I just started a new job which is a 3-month contract to hire, so my plan was to wait it out those 3 months until I get the position permanently to let her know I found out and move out. Financially I'll be fine. I have plenty of savings and a family who will always help if I need it. Her on the other hand doesn't have a car and not much family other than her 2 sisters and a grandma who all are bad with money, plus she has no car, so I could leave now and she would be ducked, but that is not my problem anymore. What do you guys recommend on how to play this out? Thanks for any advice. TL, Doctor, girlfriend of 4 years cheated on me, need advice on how to confront her about it. If you can make her pay the half of it by playing ignorant, that's fine. If you can pay it yourself, it's good too. When the time comes for the separation, tell her, look X, I know you are seeing someone else and I'm actually happy for you. I was checking out anyway. I wish you two the best, then watch that trash go ballistic. I know it's petty, but so she is. This is the best advice. It will leave her surprised, stick it to her, and give her consequences. Gonna third this. People who cheat are never willing to grow or even acknowledge they're bad unless you force them to self-reflect. Being trapped with grandma, no transportation, no boyfriend, a flaky AP who probably has 0 long-term interest and a big pile of debt will make you think about your life. The more she is hurt by her choices, the better she will become in the long run. Hell, this much damage may not even be enough for her to say, okay, maybe I'm a turd bucket and I need to be better than I am. She'd probably still get upset at you and be mad you left her instead of giving her a chance to cheat again, man shrugging. Bomb it from orbit, brother. Yup, stick it to her. Actions have consequences, that's how life works. My ex-husband went to prison for violating his probation for DV. You think he learned a lesson over the 18 months? Absolutely not. Some people still blame shift and don't accept responsibility for their actions, no matter the punishment. Of course, my situation is definitely not the norm dealing with a sociopath. You can only do so much? Man shrugging. Horse, greater than water? Honestly, that's not even petty to wish her well. Being petty would have been like doing it over social media or something like that. Her on the other hand doesn't have a car. Or, too bad. If only she had thought of that before cheating. Get your car, man. Then sell the car she drives and use that money to start a new life. Do not have sex with her. The worst thing you need at this point is for her to get pregnant. Basically, throw her out. If you can't legally throw her out, make some other arrangements for her to leave. If not, you find another place to stay. Also, if she won't leave, give 60 days notice. Have her go live with Mr. Co-worker. Just get away from this skank as quickly as possible. If you're done, you're done. Why prolong the experience of living with this liar and cheat any longer than you have to? You should end it with her now. Why subsidize her affair for 3 months? First, find a place to live. Arrange to have your belongings moved there while she is at work. Have someone drive you to her workplace to retrieve your automobile. She can Uber back to a half-empty apartment. Give your landlord 60 days notice and pay the $2,500. Send her a text that you know about her affair and to never contact you again. Remove her from your auto insurance and all joint financial accounts. Block her phone number, email, and block her on social media. Good luck. Sorry this has happened to you. It does seem that you have a plan, which is a good thing. It all depends if you want to lose $2,500 or not. Do you think you will be able to be around her and act normal if you decide to wait out the 3 months? Will the 3-month wait interfere with the lease? Will the lease be up before the 3-month period? Whatever you decide, do not confront your girlfriend. Do not give up that advantage. Continue to gather evidence, make an exit plan, then execute it. You might want to leave her with a manila envelope with evidence, texts, screenshots of them kissing, etc. as a parting gift. Also, do not feel sorry for her. You are not responsible for her living and travel arrangements. Whatever you decide, I wish you the best of luck. Leave now. She's a cheater and not your problem. Let her lie in the stink that she made. 3 months in this situation is a very long time. I'd ask her to leave now and tell her you're taking care of the lease. For $2,500 you get rid of her immediately. You're getting off cheap to be done with her. You want this to happen as quickly as possible and don't let her manipulate you. She's gonna whine and cry but just dismiss. Not just 3 months, his plan is to support her and let her screw other guys in his car for 3 months plus another 60 days notice. I would rather live in a van down by the river than put up with that shit. Sounds more like he's just gonna sweep it under the rug and pretend it never happened. I wouldn't be able to spend one day around her acting like everything is fine. It's always the ones who hate confrontation that get cheated on. She knows he ain't gonna do shit about it. Do just get it over now. It's not like you're married. Give her 30 days to find a new place, vacate the apartment and figure herself out. Or even if it's 2 bedrooms, sublet the apartment and let her pay half the rent while you bounce, but try to get away from her as soon as possible and confront her on the way out. Oh, and please give us a detailed update of when you give her overdue comeuppance. When you pull the plug, make sure you have all keys to your cars. Make her call her family or boyfriend to come collect her shit. She deserves no mercy here. You cannot wait. Car is in your name. Insurance in your name. She gets in an accident and guesses who the other person is coming after. If you don't have enough coverage, you are on the hook. You have been letting her drive it. Same would be true if I let someone unlicensed drive my truck. I'm responsible. Medical bills add up quickly. As for the apartment, do you want to move out? Would a new one save you money? Enough to make up the $2,500 loss. Stay or move seems to be where you are stuck. It's simply math. Bottom line is protecting yourself from harm with the car. Make sure you get all the keys just in case after you break up she does not get in an accident with the other new guy's car. Life would suck if he were to be the one suing you after all this. Her other boyfriend probably drives it while she is at work. Have seen GF trash guys' cars. My bigger concern would be a scam they could run involving his car. Hell yeah. Stop being nice. Get the hell out of there. She has no respect for you, why worry about her? You need to heal and getting away from her is top priority. If she is on the lease, she is responsible for half of the $2,500, so $1,250. I would contact the landlord or leasing company and inquire about that. The issue with trying to make her liable is if they don't find her, they will come after you and they might report it all to the credit reporting companies and then you have a mark on your credit for 7 years. What do you owe her? Nothing. Obviously she felt that she owed you nothing too because she is or has been carrying on with this guy, right? Can you really live with her for the next 90 days and deal with her becoming even more blatant about her cheating? Line everything up. Most leasing companies or landlords would allow you to make payments on the $2.com or $502. Notify them, move the hell out, tell her she has 90 days. You could take her to small claims court for half of the $2,500, if you really want her to owe you or pay you. But most just move on. Leave now. Or tell her to leave. Take the car keys from her first. Staying for 3 months pretending you don't know would be hell. Here is how I would do it. Go up to her tomorrow morning, take her keys and pull off the car key from the key ring. Tell her to pack her bags, and call a friend to pick her up. Tell her you are over because of her cheating. Block her number on your phone in front of her. Give notice to your landlord. Take the car away. If you can afford to do so, tell her to get her backside out and get the landlord to change the locks. Let her walk to work. Rip the band-aid off now. Get it over with. You deserve someone who puts as much into the relationship as you do, and you deserve an honest woman, not a lying you-know-what. You don't owe her anything, she is not your responsibility. Let the other dude pay for her. Just tell her you're done and separate. Last thing, if you're planning on leaving her in the apartment while you leave, have your landlord around to do an inventory of the place while you take pictures the day you leave. If she loses her shit and breaks stuff, you wanna make sure you aren't held liable. Let's be realistic, Are you really gonna want to be in the same apartment with her after knowing she is banging some other dude? Or that she's bringing the other dude around when you're not there to bang him? Give her either a month to move out, or start prepping to move. Why give her time to hurt you more than she already has? She's gonna do all that she can to keep you only because she is more financially stable with you, everything except giving up the other guy. Break up. Also, I would find somewhere to stash the other car she's using, as she's gonna 100% damage it to hurt you for breaking up. My best to you, dude. Also, you're still young and you'll find one out there more faithful. If you can cover the bill, I would drop her now. Why wait and chance anything? She's living on borrowed time anyway. Is there anything you can possibly gain by delaying the inevitable? Sometimes infidelity goes sideways. The guy gets her pregnant, or some other type of drama, craziness ensues, and next thing you know she's filing a false accusation of something or other. Just play it straight. Protect your accounts so she can't reach them. Get a voice-activated recorder to keep yourself safe when she talks to you. Tell her you caught her and you want out. Ask her to leave ASAP. If she won't leave, get out as soon as you can. I personally would leave and live with my parents for a few months until the lease expires. I'd let her stay there, and then when the lease expires it's all over. You seem like a smart guy who will have a good financial future. I know $2,500 seems like a lot now, but it's a drop in the bucket for the rest of your life. As opposed to some of the downside possibilities. Plus, you will actually be happier just walking away now, than if you stay there and fake it for a few months. Pack her stuff now and kick her out. Take your car back. Life is too short to deal with this pain for a few months. Like you said, you have savings and the support of your family. Let her have a chat with Karma. So sorry you are going through this. Besides, if there is any chance at all of saving the relationship, letting it continue will kill that. Go scorched earth. She deserves it, and also if there is a chance to save the relationship she needs to be kicked between the legs. Victory hand. 1. Get both of your car keys. 2. Pack her things in plastic bags and hide them in your room. 3. Confront her, nicely, no screaming, calling or her names, etc. 4. Make sure to record everything. You don't want to be blamed for domestic violence. 5. Call a friend or parent to be present during a confrontation as reassurance. 6. Let her know she has to leave immediately. In fact, have her call him to pick her up with all her shit. Be prepared for Oscar-style acting from her end. Good luck and let us know how it goes. Mental torture until you dump her. Plan on an apartment or house to move to without telling her. Blindside her as she blindsided you. Give her an opportunity to be with her boyfriend for a weekend so she can come back to an empty apartment. Those kinds of things, you know? If you will be fine, just leave, and do not worry about her having a car, money or anything. She is the other guy's problem. When you leave she will cry and beg and apologize or try to make it sound as if it's your fault, but in reality that would be just a freak out from losing her support system, which again is not your problem. Just do what feels right to you. Don't wait. Leave sooner. What if she wrecks your car while you're patiently waiting? And having to feel hurt and betrayed constantly for 3 months? If you can move sooner, then do so. I suppose what I am curious about is if you're going to stick it out for months, whether you're going to continue to let her use your car or how to explain to her why you're cutting her off from the keys. Play it out to your advantage, but nothing that would benefit her. Give her lots of rope to hang herself further, but be wary of exposing your hand too early. You're not going to make it 90 days. Trust me on this. Tell her you know and ask her to move out. You might get lucky. You can't kick her out without notice, especially if she's on the lease, but you can take away any other benefits. No car. No sharing of food. No sharing of cable/internet. Not being nice. Do the 180. Treat her as a neighbor that you really don't like. That in its own will likely make her more willing to walk away. If you or she can afford it on your own, sometimes the landlord will allow the lease to be modified to remove one of you. I suspect you'll also have trouble removing her from the lease without her consent. The landlord is going to need both signatures on the early termination. Talk to your landlord tomorrow and drop the $2,500. Then tell your STBX that she has 60 days to get her life together. If you're feeling generous, you can give her a bus pass as a parting gift. Sounds like you got the perfect exit strategy already in place. Just make sure to cancel any/all joint credit cards and bank accounts you share with her. I think the best way to confront her is pack all her belongings and drop it off at one of her sister's place with evidence of her cheating, then go no contact and ghost the shit out of her. What's the use of hearing her say "I'm sorry, it didn't mean anything, I love you, let's work this out, blah, blah, blah"? She has already wasted 4 years of your life, don't let her waste any more of your time. Good luck. Unless your landlord is a complete asshole, talk to them. They may be sympathetic and be in fact happy to reach an agreement. You should have no guilt whatever you do. Take the keys from her, tell her to get her new boyfriend to pick her up, tell her to take her stuff with her, no longer welcome. Give notice. You have what you need. Tell her to move out and seek life elsewhere. Begin a new life. Keeping it in for 2 months is going to be hell. Let her face the music. Be honest. Let the kissing guy drive her around. Move to the spare bedroom and get STD tested. Remove yourself from your relationship immediately by whatever means necessary. Break the lease and leave. Put her things on the curb and she needs her family to pick her and her things up. There is no excuse, just end it as soon as possible. Make sure you get both your cars and your important stuff away from her before you let her in on knowing. Especially the car. Are you both on the lease? If you aren't, then it's not your problem. Gather your stuff and vanish while she is at work. Line up your exit first. Then tell her you know what she's been doing, that you don't want to be in a relationship with the sort of person that would do that, maybe wish her luck, and leave forever. If she doesn't know what to do, doesn't know where to go, doesn't have money or family support, those are all issues she can take up with her new guy. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.